Let's turn now to NewsNation senior national security contributor, Lieutenant General Richard Newton. Lieutenant General, welcome back. Israel claiming success in blocking the unprecedented attack by Iran, I believe more than 300 drones and missiles. What does this tell you about the defense strategy of Israel and, of course, its allies?
Well, good morning, Hannah. It is unprecedented. It's a historic attack, never taken from Iranian territory directly to Israel. And so it is indeed, I think unprecedented is a perfect word. Also, what's unprecedented is the fact that Israel, along with the United States, the United Kingdom, other international partners, and I may add also close cooperation and support from Jordan, nearby Jordan. This is extraordinary. The missile defense system, the defense system overall, which in my view is the world's most capable defense system that Israel has, but closely supported by the United States and those other partners I mentioned, really defeated 99% of what were ballistic missiles, what were cruise missiles, but also slow-flying drones, the Shahed drone that's also been used and exported from Iran into Russia as Russia attacks Ukraine. But this is a big night for Israel, if you will. A little bit of certainly a sigh of relief for not only Israel, but for the United States and other freedom-loving people that defeated Iran's attack. What I think is perhaps a strategic mistake on Iran's part, but nonetheless, it was highly successful. Now I think we turn to the diplomatic aspect of national security and see how this plays out.
Lieutenant General, you said it was a strategic mistake. Can you elaborate more on that?
Well, Iran, again, took it upon itself based on what it said was in response to that 1 April assassination that Israel has yet to, say that they were responsible for. But nonetheless, back on 1 April in Damascus, Syria, where they took out three Quds general officers, Iranian Quds general officers in Damascus, Syria, but also several others. And so the response was an overwhelming response from Iran. Again, 300 attacks of, as I mentioned, ballistic missiles and drones, but nonetheless, clearly defeated by Israel, but also the United States. It also, I believe, has emboldened even more so the relationship between the United States and Israel. I think what you're going to see play out now in the coming hours and perhaps days is a emboldened, but also a tightening, if you will, of the partnership with Israel. Think of this, Hannah, you and I have been talking for weeks about how Israel has been kind of backed into a corner with regard to what's happening in Gaza.
General, we know that the U.S. was heavily involved in the counteroffensive. So what was our role in this?
Our role specifically was providing sharing of intelligence. It was also providing, our capabilities from the air and also from the sea. We positioned the USS Carney nearby as part of the Eisenhower Strike Carrier Task Force Group to provide air defense support and so forth. We also were working, from a military standpoint, but also from a diplomatic standpoint to keep the clear lines of communication between the United States and Egypt and Jordan and so forth. And so I think we've provided multi-tiered capabilities, but also, again, on watch there directly, shooting down dozens of the Shahed drones and so forth, and coordinating with Israel in terms of making sure that its air defense system was providing, again, those capabilities to defeat that massive air assault.
Looking ahead now, we're waiting to hear from Israel in the next hour. Do you expect to see a strong military response from Israel?
That's to be determined. Israel, I think we need to closely watch this. Again, it's going to be really what comes out of, I think, Washington, D.C. as well, in terms of how President Biden is going to now, as he convenes the G7, as I mentioned, includes the United States, Great Britain, Japan, and France, and others, so forth. Really now, let's see what happens on diplomatic channels. Hamas, Israel has a huge fight on its hand with regard to Hamas and its stated goal of defeating Hamas and so forth. So Israel's going to have to ask itself, does it now just take its good fortune of defeating this massive air assault and then refocusing on Hamas? But nonetheless, I think you're going to have to see in the coming hours and days how they respond. They can respond with air power, but that we'll wait and see.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.